Okay, so these gigantic windows are going to be a big part of what makes this space so cool when it's all done. And I don't want to cover them up, but we've had a problem with break-ins recently, I think 5 or 6 a week almost. And I've got to get this building buttoned up. So I'm going to cap these windows with painted material so that they're not an eyesore. Get it buttoned up so the break-ins stop. We've also installed a whole bunch of cameras. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. And then later on, I can just unscrew that stuff that I'm going to use for the windows and use it around back. And if I cut 240 pieces of 12 inches by 18 inch, either plexiglass or glass, I'll be able to replace all of these. So it won't be very effective as like thermal insulation. As a matter of fact, it'll be really cold in here, but it'll look amazing. So there's another room that I also want to do the same thing with, which will bring the total of those windows to 400 that I've got to cut. And in this building, there are thousands of them that would have to be done if I was going to do the whole thing, which I'm not going to be able to do. So let me show you that other room here real quick. Okay, I was walking all the way over here and I thought, well, why don't I switch the camera back on and take you with me? People are kind of interested in seeing what the place looks like. This is where the old plumbing shop was in here. And back through here in the back, are the rest of the windows that I'd like to do. There's one there, and then 3 there. We've got this gigantic fire door, which is pretty awesome. And then this is our trash can at the moment, our area for trash. That fork truck actually works. And we've got an overhead door. So I thought it would be awesome to put like a deck out there outside, pull up this overhead and replace all this glass and clean this up. And it'll be like a really awesome space here. I don't know what it would be used for, but it's pretty cool. So those front windows and these windows need to be replaced and put back in order. And then the rest, I'm gonna go with capping and sealing in a way that's not an eyesore, that looks really good with the building. So we'll have to wait and see what I do as far as that goes. I haven't got it all 100% figured out, but yeah, so that's it for now. So when we had our little fire situation here, somebody tried to start a fire with the building. They threw something through the window, and the fire department destroyed this fire escape steel door to get in to put the fire out, which we were very grateful for. And so I had OSB screwed in to cover this, and some local kids have been shouldering it and breaking in, and they were breaking in like 3 to 4 times a week. And it was getting to be a problem. Their footprints are everywhere, so we've got those. But I've also got them on camera. So I installed some internet cameras throughout the building, and hopefully once these videos get out, kids will know that this place is now protected by cameras. We actually have those kids on camera. And I haven't actually decided to turn them in because that's probably a felony and they'd never be able to vote again. They won't be able to go to Canada. I think they can vote in some states with a felony, but they won't be able to have a gun or probably vote, go to Canada. A lot of fun things in life that you wouldn't be able to do if you have a felony. So I had my rambunctious period when I was a kid too, so don't want to ruin their life, but one of the problems was that we had some personal stuff stored in one of the back rooms, and my mom passed away a few years ago, and they had rifled everything. They just threw everything all around the place, and a lot of her documents, her old driver's license, social security card, some photos of her were like laying in the dirt, and yeah, that was not a very fun surprise to come into. But I still don't want to cause any trouble for them. If we know who they are because we have them on camera, and I have a local person here who knows them. So kids, if you're watching this video, stay out of here because it's not very safe. And you shouldn't be disrespecting people that you don't even know. So we're working really hard on this building, and it's a pain when we do things like seal up that door and then it's all busted in and everything's rifled, and I've got enough work with this building. So anyway, there are lots of cameras in this building, and hopefully that's going to be the end of that, especially since we're getting these windows buttoned up. So, all right, next thing on the list. Okay, so I have just painted all of this resin impregnated oriented strand board stuff, and I'm going to use it to cap off the windows. And I'm wondering what the chances are tonight that that rascally raccoon is going to come down and walk across this wet paint. So what do you think the odds are? Let's check out tomorrow. Hopefully he'll just give me one night without walking across it. But if he does, hopefully he won't have a disco or spend the whole night walking around. It'll just be a few tracks that I can touch up. So should be okay. It's morning time, and we'll see if the raccoon has struck again. Yep, I can see already that I was right. He walked across my boards, so that little booger, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with him. That's a raccoon print. Yeah. So these are actually dry now, so I'm gonna get him stood up vertical before he can do any more damage. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And there is the culprit. That's like 12 feet up in the air, and he's on this sprinkler system, so. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what we're starting with. Yeah, so this is in horrible condition. Every other window is cracked or damaged in some way or patched in, and it's horrible. So someday in the future, like I said, it's going to be glass again, but for the time being. So I made some temporary windowsills just by fastening 2x4s together. It's just a stopgap until the spring when I can put in some really nice ones. But at least it looks a little bit better. Not quite such an eyesore as when it had all those broken windows. Now I left the top open just for a little bit because there's no electrical lighting inside the building. So it is super dark in there because basically it's just a cave. And when I get back, I'm gonna work on getting lighting and electric done, and then I'll be able to cap these off, like I said, for a temporary amount of time till I can actually get really nice glass back in the windows. I'm gonna sandblast the frames, paint them, and put glass back in. So, oh man, this is so much work. Here, I don't have the building wired electrically up to code. I don't have basically any power other than one outlet for running a saw and a drill to do the demo in here. So, yeah, those are gonna stay uncapped for the moment until my next trip. And then we'll get it completely buttoned up. Hopefully we can start moving ahead with the electric stuff. So.